Be good, be kind, but know where to stop.
Yeah,
Because people can take advantage of you.
they said takers do not have like a limit.
They don't have a limit.
Yes.
Hi guys,
Welcome to Blend and Bond podcast. I'm Chameli Faith.
and I'm Lucy Wilbers. Welcome to today's episode. Hi Chamali,
Hi.
you look good.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you. I like your outfits.
Thank you so much.
Where did you get it?
I got this top, very gorgeous, from Shein.
Shein girl.
Yes.
Wow, that's lovely.
And I got my trouser from, was it Next? This one?
Next,
Yes.
I like it.
Thank you.
You're
about you?
glowing.
Thank you. Looks like it's both of us.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Where did you get your outfit though?
My outfit is from TikTok shop.
TikTok shop. I've
Yeah.
never bought anything from TikTok though.
Actually, it was my first time doing that.
Oh, do they deliver on time?
Yes, they did. They delivered within a week.
That's cute.
Yeah, I like it because
And
it
it was really good, and the fabric is also
fabric
very
is really
nice.
good.
Yeah,
And I just
realized.
liked the fact that I found what I ordered.
Not
this
what
time.
not what you ordered versus what you received.
So whatever I ordered was delivered.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so I like it.
Okay.
One is I like the time it took to deliver.
How long did it take?
Let's say 7 or 8 days.
Wow.
Plus
that's good.
weekends, not business days. Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, really good. I like the fabric.
Beautiful.
Very lovely. So, welcome to today's episode. I know it's been a while. You've been looking forward to this episode, and here it is. Brought to you by Lucy Wilbers and Chameli Faith, the
Yeah.
hosts of Blend and Bond podcast.
Yes.
So, today we have a very interesting topic.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about things life is teaching us lately.
Yes. Absolutely interesting topic. I love it.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I have realized the more you grow, the more you learn
Yeah.
and unlearn.
Wow. And I mean, that even tells us, how they usually say that learning never stops.
It never stops.
So you keep learning and learning and learning, which is
Yeah.
interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
Life has lessons.
Wow.
Can I tell you?
Wow.
And the first thing that I've learned in life is it's good to take a rest.
Oh, rest is very important. I
It's-
must say that.
It's very important.
I think God had a reason why he said you should be working.
if God
And-
rested,
If God rested, who are you?
who are you? If God rested,
Yes.
why are you toiling day and night?
Please
It's time to rest, please.
Rest.
Sis,
Rest.
please rest.
Yeah.
If you're jumping up and
Finally.
down now, please just take a deep breath
Mm-hmm.
and rest.
Yeah.
There's a tomorrow. You will finish whatever you plan, but please rest.
Yeah.
It's very, very important.
It is.
Yeah.
And funny thing is that you can never finish doing something.
You can't.
You can't just start
can't.
something today and then, you have so many things to do. So you can never finish them like, maybe I just want to do everything today. Come on now. It's not possible.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Okay, you can.
My next point, right? Let me tell you guys. I mean, personal time, alone time is sacred.
It is.
It is sacred. Just your alone time, just you. It's very important. I mean, you can always be with people, but just take some time to just be by yourself and just rest and just, it's a different kind of air.
It is.
And it's very important
It is.
for you to think through things and, for you to just like, I don't know, but there's just something when you are just by yourself. I think you just get some energy so that even by the time you go and mingle with people,
Yeah,
you have taken some time off and you have rested. It's very important. Do you have some time off for yourself?
Yes, I do.
And do you find a difference?
Yeah. Yes.
Is
of
it
course.
helpful?
It's very helpful.
Okay.
I could say one of the ways I have solo time is when I go to the gym.
Wow.
Because you have your headphones, you're listening to, say, a podcast or something.
Yeah.
And then you're working out. After that, you can just sit somewhere. I can sit somewhere outside the gym or in the park, and you watch people, you watch flowers. With nothing happening.
Not even being on your phone.
No, you're not on your phone.
I know. That is very interesting.
Most when you're in the park
Yeah.
or in a garden, you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
You're not on the phone, you're not chatting, you're not on Instagram, you're not on TikTok. You just sit.
You just seated.
On that note,
Yeah.
I started meditation.
Oh, tell us about it.
It's something new that
Okay.
I never knew I could do it.
And how is it? I've never done it.
So what I do, I lock myself in a dark room. It doesn't have to be deep dark, but lights are off, the curtains are down,
Okay.
and I sit, no phone,
Mm-hmm.
no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I just sit there, mostly when I'm home, and then could be a 30-minute meditation, and then I just tell my husband when the 30 minutes are over,
Yeah.
just let me know. And I sit. At first, you find your thoughts struggling. You think of, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, I haven't done this. This person didn't talk to me very well. I need this outfit.
Yeah.
Okay, there's this event I need to plan. There's a lot going on in your mind. Okay, my
So-
daughter has not done this.
Yeah.
So with
How
time,
to get to now relax your mind from all these so many thoughts going on.
you allow your mind to fight. You allow all those thoughts.
Okay.
You allow them to fight, and anything that goes in, don't fight it. Just allow it.
Okay.
Then with time, you realize you start getting through it. I'm still in it though. You realize these thoughts start getting off one bit by bit. And with time, you realize when you just sit, let me tell you,
Yeah.
when you sit, you're not thinking of anything. You're not listening to music. And at some point, the only thing you can think about is what happened yesterday or this morning.
That's good. It's
Yeah.
now your mind is calm.
It's calm.
So there we go. Alone time.
Alone time.
It's very important. Not that you do not want people around you. No, it's just important to have like just the time to just sit.
Yeah.
It's very. I did not know that was very important until like I just tried it, and I really like it. Like just being by yourself and relaxing, and I feel like that way I get even like energized to now go and be with people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah.
Point number 2.
Okay.
Not everyone deserves an explanation.
Oh, okay. I agree with that.
If you say no, you don't have to tell them why you said no.
I feel like no is a complete sentence.
No is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain yourself all the time. If someone is asking for a favor and you can't achieve it, just tell them no and don't feel guilty. Don't explain yourself. Just tell them, I can't help at this moment, but don't explain. Can I tell you one thing?
Wow.
We are used to
Okay.
being to feeling guilty all the time.
And trying to explain things.
And I tend to think it's because of the society that we've grown in.
Yeah. It's like we need to prove a point.
You need to prove a point.
Yeah.
And probably we've seen our parents do it. Like you ask for a dress, a new dress, and they tell you,
No.
no.
But now they explain.
No, yeah, because I've paid fee, because I've done this and that.
Uh-huh.
But if we grew up in a household, or we grew up in a society where if your parent says no, you understand. Of course, after you've grown up, with kids, you have to explain to them. But with adults,
Yeah.
when you say no, it's a complete sentence. Don't over explain yourself.
I think that's just a whole explanation we needed, guys.
Thank
No
you.
is a complete sentence.
It is.
Wow, thank you. Another thing I've learned, right, is that you are not falling behind. You are just learning. You are just learning at your own pace. You are not behind. If your friends are probably, maybe they've already achieved their dreams and you have not, it's okay.
Yeah.
And you are just going at your own pace.
Right.
Yes.
Nobody's ever behind.
Nobody is ever behind. You are just walking at your own pace, slowly by slowly.
Yeah.
And you will get there eventually.
I think sometimes we feel pressured by the society. My friend bought a car.
Yes.
Someone bought a house. Someone got married. Someone is having a third kid.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck here. The pressure.
Guys, the pressure should not get worse. It should
It's
not.
And
Just-
yeah.
Just walk. Just go with your own pace.
And
Yeah.
please don't pressure people.
True.
You should not be the person asking people Why are you not married? Why
Why
are you
are
not in
you-
school?
Oh,
When are you having the third
that's a
baby?
very good
When are you
one.
No, you don't
That
need
is
to.
a very good
Don't
one.
be such a person.
Yeah,
You never know what people are going through.
sure.
You never know their struggles. You never know their goals, by the way. You know, sometimes someone could be 40, they're not married, and that's their choice. But some people feel,
It's totally fine.
yeah, some people
Yeah.
feel it's awkward.
Like you owe us an explanation.
No, they don't. They choose to do that.
Yeah.
It's their life and their choice.
Yes.
So support people's choices.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, if people ask you when are you getting married, and then you don't know when to tell them. Now you've gotten married. When are you having a kid?
Yeah.
Now you have the first kid. When are you having the second child?
The
When are
baby
you
needs
having
a
the third
sibling.
child? Yeah, the
Yeah.
baby needs. So seriously, the people are going to ask questions. They're going to always want to bother you with something. But come on now, just do your thing. And I think it's true. We should really stop asking people those kind of questions.
Sure.
Yeah, because we are not in their place. Because maybe somebody has tried getting married, having a child, and they've not been successful. And just that thing is even giving them like some how would I put it? Like it's even stressing them in a way, and then you come in asking them the same thing. Can you imagine? Yeah. So yeah, it's very true.
You're adding a nail onto a wound.
Yes. So
Yeah.
yes, let's just let people be.
Sure.
Yes.
Something else I would say is if it costs your peace,
Yeah.
it is expensive.
Wow. Peace over anything.
Peace over anything.
Beautiful. I love
If
that.
it takes away your peace,
Yes.
it's actually too expensive.
Seriously.
Yeah, you deserve peace. So anything that
Peace.
comes into your life and disrupts your peace, just let it go.
True. I think that is really true, because you can imagine, peace of mind is just everything.
It is.
It is everything. And if it's anything that disrupts your peace of mind, honey, let it go.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. That's the thing. Yeah.
That's very right.
Yes. Another thing that I really do love the most is this: celebrate your tiny little wins.
Right. Yeah.
Celebrate any little achievement you think it's little. I think it's not even that little.
It's never little.
It's never little. Just celebrate everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, sorry, you're saying something.
Yeah, sorry to cut you, but I think sometimes we think things are small celebrations.
Yeah.
Because when you finish achieving something, we want to get to the next thing.
Yes.
You see?
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it's important to realize that if you set a dream and you achieved it, whether big or small, celebrate it.
Yeah.
Because you've worked on it and you've achieved it, so why not? Another thing I would say is
Yeah.
people show you who they are, believe them.
Not that. No, I know they didn't mean that.
Yes, you start explaining why they did wrong. You start explaining why they did something
Yeah.
that didn't please you. That's them.
Wow. That's just who they are.
That's who they are.
Just accept.
Believe them.
Wow, yeah. And I think that brings us to, see, you can never change somebody.
No, you can't.
Maybe you feel like, no, I really don't think they could ever do that to me. But they just did that. Yeah. And the fact that you think probably, maybe I'm going to talk to them to probably change and be better. And, somebody, I read somewhere, it said it's usually even quite hard for you to change yourself. Now, how do you think
you will change
you
an
will
adult?
change somebody else, a whole adult?
Yeah,
It's
imagine.
not possible. Yeah.
It's not
So
possible.
somebody changes because they want to, not because you want them to change.
Yeah. I'm imagining
Yeah.
you meet someone in their 30s or in their late 20s who has been having a certain character.
Yeah.
And then you try to change them.
To be.
It's not possible.
It's not.
The only way they will change is if they purpose to change.
If they want to themselves.
If they want to.
Yes.
But you can't change an adult. If they want to change, they will do it. But you can't influence anything, honestly.
No, you cannot tell somebody.
Yeah, it's like getting married to someone with an intention of
changing them. No.
Like if
I
they
do not think that's possible.
If they have a fault,
yeah, that we're going to change it once we get there.
or I will change him. I know what to do.
What do you know?
What do you know, my sister?
What
do you know?
No, I really don't think. I'd have really come to. I think once you get to know that that person is who they are and that's just who they are,
You appreciate the person they are.
yeah, you just and then your life even gets better because
Better.
you don't expect them to be somebody you don't, somebody they are not. Yeah, so let's just accept that you can never change anybody. People change if they want to, but not because you are able to. Unless God, it can only change people, but not you.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. So, and then another thing is I think I've learned that your body changes
Yeah.
as you grow, and that is absolutely fine. Yeah. And I saw you did a post about self-esteem.
Yes.
Yes, how it
Yes.
affects people. And I feel like we should also accept the fact that maybe you gave birth and your body changed. You've never had a baby before. You had a whole human being.
Tell us
No,
again.
you don't expect for you to just be like exactly how you were. Come on, there are gonna be some changes in your body.
Yeah.
So it's okay and it's normal, and just probably work towards getting maybe the body that you would want to be now. Because I know you're not going to get what you had before. Yeah, but you can even get some something better. But one thing is accept that your body changes as time goes by.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
That's a big thing.
Is it?
It is.
Tell us about it. It's like you had a story.
It's not even a story.
Yeah.
But I relate to what you're saying.
Okay.
Because we all,
Mm-hmm.
when you have a baby,
Yes.
your body changes.
It
You go through a lot.
Yeah.
I remember there's a time
Mm-hmm.
I was shopping after, I think, around 3 or 4 months postpartum.
Okay.
And I was shopping in a mall. And then I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, what? Why do I look?
Is this me?
Okay, I had been looking at myself in the mirror at home and wherever, but then I don't know why in this case it looked something very new.
Okay.
And I looked at myself and I was like, wow, what changed? Of course, things changed. I had a baby.
You had a whole baby.
But you see,
Yeah.
accepting yourself in that
Yes,
situation,
I know it can be tough.
it can be tough.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
okay, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
And
Yeah.
when it comes to that point, you may struggle with self esteem.
Yes.
Not unless you find a support system and encourage yourself. Just to remind yourself whatever your body has gone through and validate yourself. Sometimes we beat ourselves so much.
That's
Not realizing that your body has gone through lots. Can you imagine 9 months of carrying a baby? Your belly
9 months.
grows every other time.
And then you expect.
Then
Now
now
you don't
you've had-
expect to have a flat tummy. You just had a belly.
Yeah.
So just take it easy on yourself. I mean, don't beat yourself up.
Yeah. This thing of I don't I never had a flat tummy years ago.
But now you want it.
No, not even in that way.
Yeah.
In the past, say when we were in high school,
Yeah.
I never used to hear of this flat tummy so much
Okay.
as it is now. I think you sent me a reel of a lady who was trying to work out.
She was really trying.
If we find that video, we'll share here.
Yeah.
But she was really trying
And she was
to move her body because she wants to get a flat tummy. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Has it gone to this
to
extent?
this extent. I know, right? I don't know. I think time just changes and everybody wants to be,
And I think something that people need to realize as well when it comes to their bodies
Yeah.
is people have different body types.
Yes.
People have different body
We
types.
are not the same.
We are not the same. I can't have outfits same as you.
No, you
because
cannot.
we have different bodies.
Yeah.
If you wear my dress, I don't know how you will look.
I cannot put on her clothes because
You can't.
I'm going to look really different. And I think one way to improve our self-esteem in that is to get to know your body type and what looks good for you. And just because you look good in what you want right now doesn't mean I'm going
You
to
will
look
good
good
in them.
in them. So I
Yeah.
feel like for us ladies, I mean, just to boost our self-esteem is to know what kind of clothes really fit you.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
that's
Because
very
everybody really
important.
looks nice if you just know what kind of clothes or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm bringing that into context.
Yeah.
My body type is inverted body triangle.
Okay.
And there's a lady, I was checking the comments, and she said, my body is an inverted body triangle,
Yeah.
but I don't want to be that body. So what she's doing, she's dressing like the other body type that
Because
she wants.
the other half.
That she wants. And she said, I will force it until I achieve it.
Okay, you should do
Anyway,
that's really
I found it funny because she said, I cannot accept this, because she was I want to stalk her kinda, and then I came across her videos, and she was like, you know, guys, I'm an inverted body triangle, but I don't want this body.
I'm dressing
I'm
like the
dressing
body
like
that I want.
yeah. She shares this size 8
Yes.
person, yeah, very
Yes.
good figure,
Yeah.
and she says, I'm going to dress like this until I get this body.
Oh,
Wow.
best of luck to
Yeah,
her. I hope
best of luck.
I hope she's also doing something to get there then because that's interesting.
Yeah,
That's really, really interesting.
yeah. Something else I would say is
Yeah.
a simple thing,
Mhm.
that life is beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, life is beautiful.
Life.
I definitely agree on that.
Life is beautiful.
Yes. And do you know I've realized, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you wake up in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what is going on in your life, wake up in the morning, say how beautiful your life is. Basically, affirm yourself. How beautiful your life is. How beautiful, how you're going to probably, like, everything is going to work out in your life. I have actually realized that. I just started believing in that. I think, of course, I used to, but I think believing and practicing that. And I've realized, like, if you say life is beautiful, you will always see life very beautiful, and everything is going to be very beautiful on you, or is it with you? Something like that. And if you keep saying things like, you know what, I think I'm having the worst day.
Yeah.
Wait until you see how that day is gonna go.
It will be really
Or like
bad,
my
honestly.
life is really the worst. I don't like being here. Like maybe I'm having, like, I really hate it. Everything doesn't work out in my life. I have problem after problem. I have things going on in my life. You will see shege.
Wow.
Yeah. And I have come to believe that, and it actually works.
Wow.
Yes, it does work. So just always talk about good things in your life.
That's very true.
Good things happening, even the things you've not seen, because I read in this book that whatever you say, even the universe, it just grants it for you. It just gives it to you.
Wow. Which book is that? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I'm gonna check it out, and then I tell you about it. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's really good.
Yeah. So let's just stay positive always. Yeah, because there are challenges. Everybody goes through something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course.
But are we
Wow.
going to stay and be sad about it the whole day?
No.
No.
Wow.
Yes. So life is beautiful.
Life is
Oh,
beautiful.
that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing that I've really learned is that comparison is a liar.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Why should I be comparing myself with you? Why should I be saying, oh, you have this, you have that, and I don't have that? I should just be grateful with what I have, and and just work towards. Like maybe I take it as an inspiration.
Yes. You talked of that, and I remember I was reading this book called The Almanac of Neville Ravikant. And Neville was saying, by the way, if you don't know Neville Ravikant, please follow that guy, because wow, he is.
Yeah, I
He
got
is
to know
who he
about
thinks
Neville
he
through
is.
guys. Yeah. Oh, he's amazing. Yeah.
Just follow him. You will get
Neville
to know who he
Ravikant.
is. Neville Ravikant. And he was saying, if you're jealous of someone,
Okay.
you want to be like them, would you be willing to sacrifice the whole of you to be exactly like them? Like, probably they have 10 businesses.
Yeah.
They have to work 18 hours a day. Would you be willing to do that? Or
Yeah.
they take just a meal a day or a snack a day, because you're admiring their body, for example.
Yeah.
Or let's say they have opted to live in a different country. They've decided to leave their country or something, to live in a desert. You admire their zeal, you admire their they're vigor, but do you really want, if you want to be that person,
yeah,
are you willing to do things exactly
as they do,
as they do?
you will find yourself saying no.
You will say no, of
Yeah.
course. Because if someone has to wake up, because people work. I realize, like, hey,
People work hard out here.
people work
I have
hard.
realized. Wow.
People work hard.
Yes.
And if they could tell you
Mm-hmm.
how their day is, you will be like, okay,
Yeah.
let me be. So don't compare yourself with others. You can admire, but
You
don't
can admire.
compare.
Yes. Because you said that, and I saw this lady on TikTok. She has a very good body. I mean, she doesn't have a tummy. She looks really nice.
Yeah.
And on the comments, and she did a video saying, these days I no longer care about tests when it comes to food. I do not go for tests anymore. So she basically eats greens, and she said she doesn't eat. She doesn't eat like fries. She doesn't
Yeah.
eat anything that has sugar. So she says she doesn't care about taste these days.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
taste. Okay,
taste
okay.
the taste of the
Yeah,
food.
yeah.
So she basically eat just carbs.
Carbs?
No, like vegetables. Yes, that she doesn't eat any fast food. She doesn't eat anything that has a bit of sugar or even anything that is tasting sweet. She doesn't eat that because she's keep maintaining her body. And now the comments, people are like, yo, you don't eat sugar? I cannot do that.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we want that kind of body. Like
Yeah,
you look
yeah.
so good. But she said, so you said that, and I'm like, okay, are you, for instance, in her place now, are you going to sacrifice not to eat all that? Maybe you will say, no, you just have your body. You know?
Let me have my burger. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
It's me, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Something else I would say. Okay. Something else I would say is be kind, but don't be a doormat.
Okay.
If you decide to be kind to people, please do that, but have limits. Don't overstretch until people step on you.
Wow.
Just
Basically, have boundaries.
have boundaries. Be good, be kind, but know where to stop.
Yeah.
Because people can take advantage of you.
And they said takers do not have they said takers do not have like a limit.
They don't have a limit.
Yes, you will
Because they keep giving.
Yes,
They keep receiving.
yeah.
And at the end of the day, you'll be the one on the losing side because they don't appreciate you.
Yes.
So be kind, but don't be a doormat.
Do not. Wow, that's a good one. Okay, thank you. All right, another one, guys. I have and another thing I learned is that nobody ever knows what they are doing 100%. Everybody is just like trying it out. Even the people who like made it in life eventually, they kept trying and trying and trying, and then until it finally worked out. So just keep on trying.
Right.
Because
right.
nobody knows like 100% that this is really going to work out 100%. Yeah, you keep trying it and trying and trying until one time it worked out.
It works out.
Yes.
Yeah, wow. That's really good because nobody has it all figured out.
Yes, that is it.
Yeah. Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
And then I would say not every battle is worth fighting. Not every battle
Is
is
worth
worth fighting. There are battles that you let them go
Yeah.
because you may try to fight back and it takes away your strength.
Yeah.
It takes away your
Oh,
confidence and everything. And in the end, you might even lose more than you had.
true.
So there are fights that you don't need to
Wow,
to involve yourself in.
fun. Yeah.
Sometimes if people wrong you, just weigh the consequences and we. Because let me tell you, by the way, do you know sometimes people could be fighting you because of their insufficiencies, not because of you.
Tell us about that.
They are projecting their issues and their insufficiencies on you, and you're trying to fight back someone who has nothing to lose.
Wow.
Yes.
Ah, that's a good one, yo.
So never,
Wow.
when you have fights,
Yeah.
I really sometimes see people
Yes.
talk negative in the comment section sometimes when you post something,
Yeah.
if I post something. And sometimes you're just like, okay, I'll just let you go because you don't really deserve a response from
You don't
me.
deserve my energy.
You don't deserve my energy.
So sometimes there are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, there are fights that you let them go. Just weigh whoever is fighting you first before you fight back.
Like, who is this person?
Who is this person?
Do they deserve my energy?
And
No.
do you know, in most cases, people fighting you are not doing very well in life. Sorry to say that.
I know, seriously.
But in most cases, people who are fighting you are just jealous. Sorry to say that.
No, that's true, because I have seen comments, and I've seen sometimes in videos, even for people I do not know, or even videos for celebrities and all that. And see that the post, maybe they're just living life and doing their thing. And then somebody comes out of nowhere and comments something that you're like, okay,
Where did this come from?
where did this come from? And why would you type such a thing on somebody's
how did
comments?
you get here?
Now?
Yes.
Like, why are you hating? Wow.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
We call them keyboard warriors.
Keyboard warriors, yo, you need to stop. Come on now.
Where?
It's not really worth it. Like, I think somebody just literally takes their frustration and says, let me also ruin this person's day.
Yeah. That's why,
Instead
of fighting them, just ignore.
Yeah,
If you can block.
right. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And then I think another thing is you are never too old for anything. You are never too old to learn new skill. You are never too old to try new hobbies. Yeah, I mean, everybody, like our parents, like probably our moms, they, like, the way we say, I'm just a girl. She is also just a girl.
Yeah.
Just because she is old, her years, she's like, old doesn't mean that she's done everything she would have wanted to do. So if you see her probably wanting to try out some new hobbies or things, like, just let her be,
That's
because there are things they did not get to do, probably because of finance, probably they did not get to do vacations and all of that. But right now, when you get a chance, let them have that, because that little girl in them,
Yeah.
needed
They
that
need to heal the little child in them.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's really good.
I would say,
Consistency is the secret to success.
wow.
And you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to do things right all the time. But showing up every day, even on days that you don't want to, results in success.
Right.
If you want to be physically fit, you can't work out for a day and be fit. Rome wasn't built in a day. If you want to be a business mogul, you have to get out of your comfort zone and work for it. You have to be consistent.
Wow, that's good.
You can't achieve your goals if you're not consistent.
Yes.
I insist on that because it's important to show up. There are days that you don't feel like showing up to work,
But
to school, to your business, to the gym, but that is the day that determines who you become. Because I have seen people who are consistent in whatever they do, and they get to be totally different people a year later, even months later.
Oh, that's true.
Yes, so if you really want to do something, you have to be consistent. Even if you have to sleep late in the night and wake up very early in the morning.
Yes.
As long as you're doing the right thing. Sometimes you may work hard, but you're doing
There's something.
But as long as you're doing the right thing and you can see this is taking me somewhere, go for it and be consistent. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
And that meaning we need also to be consistent in posting videos here and yes. Even when you do not feel like doing it.
You do it.
Yeah, so guys, we are going to be posting every Sunday this April. Because consistency.
Hallelujah. Amen.
Amen. Consistency.
We will do.
Yes, we will do that. Yeah. And then I think another thing is it's not rude to set boundaries. You're just taking care of your mental health and your peace. So it is not rude to set boundaries.
It is not rude to set boundaries.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. And many people struggle with boundaries, by the way.
Yes. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, many struggle with them.
Yeah.
Because they feel hard to say no. They feel they're disappointing people.
Yes.
But I think at some point you have to be selfish with yourself.
Whenever it comes to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
I know it's very hard, even for me.
Mm-hmm.
Even I know that thing is very hard,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's okay. It's time for us to accept the fact that, you know what, if it's going to be protect your peace, maybe go for it.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
because even if you choose us, the people,
Mm-hmm.
and neglect yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to, just make us happy for a while, and then you won't be there.
Yes.
Yeah, you will lose yourself in the process. So we don't want
That's
that.
very
Yeah.
true. So it's important to set boundaries.
Yes. Yeah,
And don't feel guilty.
do not feel guilty about it. I know we all do. We all work on that
Yeah.
thing,
Yes.
but
Yes.
we will get there.
Yeah.
Once. Yes.
Yeah. You just go for it.
Maybe you just give us the last one.
I would say
Yeah.
nobody's too busy for people they care for and the people they love.
Nobody is too busy. So even if you are at work busy,
Even
you always find some time
Yes.
to text back quickly.
Yeah.
You know,
you
or
always
just
do.
call and say, you know what, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's a surgeon or a doctor or someone, a pilot
Yeah.
who is going for a flight of 18 hours or
Yeah.
so, I don't know. If they really, I'm sure they create time to take,
True.
hi, I will be busy in the next 10 hours. I'll get back. But then your girlfriend or your boyfriend disappears on Friday
Comes
and
back
comes
on
back
Sunday
on Monday morning.
There was safari rally in Naivasha.
Safari rally in
In
Naivasha.
Naivasha,
But they say they didn't have power.
they didn't have
Or
power.
they
Yeah,
had-
they went back home to see their grandmother.
Yeah, they went back to the village.
Yeah,
and you could even be in that village. But you didn't see them.
Yeah,
That is a heartbreak.
yes. So meaning they just don't care.
On that note,
Yeah.
if you want us to share, we're thinking of talking about a topic on heartbreaks.
Yes, we should talk about that.
Because not
I think we're gonna do that on a sitting, on a girl's sitting.
yes.
It's gonna be very interesting. We are going to do that. Yes,
Wow.
we are going to do that.
Yes,
So
so-
it's gonna be a very interesting topic.
Yes, so what we already lost track what we were saying. We were talking of your boyfriend or your girlfriend disappears.
Yes. And we were talking about
Friday.
now the communication.
And he comes back in the morning on Monday and say the phone was, the battery was low and we didn't have Wi-Fi or data.
Yeah.
Is that really possible?
No, now it's not possible. It's not.
It's not possible
Yeah.
because they
can't
have
even-
friends. They can use their phone to say
Yeah.
something has happened.
In Kenya, people now say hiyo ni michezo ya town.
Yeah, in Kenya they say ni mchezo ya town.
I really love
And
that
that's-
as names. Yeah,
And that's mchezo. Let me tell you, we laugh at this mchezo.
Yeah.
But it hits to the core.
Honestly, this mchezo ya town. This Kanairo
I've
gives.
seen people
Yeah,
cry.
We will do last
That's for
one on
another
that.
day.
Yeah,
That's for another day.
Okay.
And then, okay,
Okay.
I think the last thing I would say is life humbles you when you least expect it.
Just be nice.
Just be nice because when
Yeah, because seriously, I've you said that, and I've realized life is just. I think life, the meaning of life is just life. Like
you can't define life
You
because
can't define
it's
life exactly. You cannot
life
define
is
life.
lifing.
Yeah, because I can't even say like
I know what you
you
mean.
cannot like because if you think probably right now you are in a better place than somebody else and you hate on them, things can change in a blink of an eye without you knowing. And suddenly they're your boss or they're on top of you and you want their help, but you cannot ask for help because
That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah,
Can you
imagine.
imagine? You're desperately looking for this job.
Yeah,
We don't say it happens every time, but I just want you to bring this to context. It could be a different example. But you're looking for a job. You really need this job. And you get to the interview panel and you find that the panelist is someone that you treated very badly a few years ago.
Oh,
You walk into the interview room and he is the CEO, if not the MD of that company.
no, it's not good. Yeah, that's true. It's not nice. And
So life humbles you. It doesn't even have to be that. But if you have something that you can help people, just help them.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost too much to send a pound to someone who needs it.
Yes.
Of course, you can't do it all the time.
Yeah.
But if you're privileged to help someone,
Yeah.
please do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Not because life humbles you, but just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. That was such an interesting episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is such an interesting one. Yes. So, what has life taught you lately? Yeah, it will be really nice if you just leave a comment down below on what life has taught you personally lately. Yeah. So on that note, thank you so much, guys. We are going to wrap up this episode here. And thank you so much for watching our videos. And guys, thank you for those who are sharing our videos. Thank you so much. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. And we will really appreciate if you keep sharing our videos to your friends, family, and please follow us up on Instagram and TikTok at Blend and Bond Podcast. Until next time, bye.
Bye.